What did the fasting of the people of Ibrahim alayhi salam look like? What did the salah of the people of Musa alayhi salam look like? What did zakah in the Sharia of Isa alayhi salam look like? SubhanAllah, I want to start with this because when you're reading the beginning of the Quran, these first few chapters in particular, they start off with a visual of Ibrahim alayhi salam. And who makes the claim to Ibrahim alayhi salam? Ibrahim alayhi salam making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to preserve what He has revealed to him in an ummah and with a prophet that will come after him. And then there are these chapters of the Quran where you learn more about the people of the book in the very beginning of the Quran than any other part. And subhanAllah, there's something very poetic about that. That the Quran starts with Al-Madinah Munawwara. It starts with the Muslims in Medina differentiating themselves from the people of the book and making the claim to Ibrahim alayhi salam. Who gets to claim Ibrahim alayhi salam? Who gets to claim the way of Ibrahim alayhi salam? And just like the wahi, the original revelation of the people that came before us was lost over time, so too were the laws, were the legislation. And just like you have bits and pieces of the wahi, so you read sometimes the Old Testament, you say, this sounds just like what we have in the Quran. It may be that that's something that made it through, something that was preserved. Or you see something that's practiced in Jewish law and you say, that sounds just like the Sharia of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And it could be that that was preserved from the law and that's one of the things that wasn't lost. But just like the original revelation is not intact, so too the original laws that came to each prophet are not intact. Now subhanAllah, this religion is the religion of Ibrahim alayhi salam. This is the way of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Millata abikum Ibrahim, the way of Abraham. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala praises the way of Ibrahim alayhi salam. And Allah specifically associates Ibrahim alayhi salam with a religion that is reasonable to practice, a religion of ease, a religion that doesn't have haraj in it, that doesn't have unnecessary burden or hardship in it. وَمَا جَعَلَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْكُمْ فِي الدِّينِ مِنْ حَرَجٍ مِلَّةَ أَبِيكُمْ إِبْرَاهِيمَ. Allah did not put any or undue necessary difficulty in the religion. This is the way of your father Ibrahim alayhi salam. And the Prophet ﷺ said the most beloved of ad-deen, the most beloved of religion is al-Hanifiyatu samha, which is an authentic narration. The way of Ibrahim alayhi salam, the monotheistic way of Ibrahim alayhi salam, and the lenient way. Now here's the thing. How do you qualify what's a burden? How do you qualify what's leniency? Ultimately, you have to go back to what? You have to go back to the Sharia itself. You have to go back to the lawgiver, just as you go back to the one who gave the revelation in the first place. And this is a profound transition that Allah marks in the first few chapters of the Quran, and I want us to attach ourselves to it immediately with as-siyam, what's most relevant to us right now of as-siyam.